Hello, Leo. This is going to be your general reading for April 2020. I'm Mari and I'm here to give you your reading. Thank you for being here. Okay, today we're going to use the Goddess Guidance card to guide your reading, Leo. Purpose of Life card to give you a purpose for the month. Influences of the Angels to give you your reading. And we're going to use the Gilded Tarot cards to clarify the influences of the angel cards, Leo. Let's see which goddess is going to guide the reading for Leo for the month of April 2020. Which goddess is going to guide the reading for Leo for the month of April 2020? Which goddess is going to guide the reading for Leo for the month of April 2020? Which goddess is going to guide the reading for Leo for the month of April 2020? And we got White Tarot. White Tarot represents sensitivity. Okay, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situations, and chemicals. Okay, so let's see what is the purpose this month with the general reading. What is the purpose for Leo for April 2020? What is the purpose? Okay. Let go. Walk away from situations in order to resolve it. So if you have a situation, let go and let God and in order to resolve it. Okay? Universe. What are going to be the messages for Leo for the month of April 2020? Messages for Leo for the month of April 2020. It's going to be a 4-card spread, okay? And then I'm going to clarify with 3 cards. In total, they're going to be 12 cards, okay? To get you a pretty good reading there, Leo. Let's start with your first card. Each card represents a week, right? Judgment card. So you got to let go of some of that judgment that you have towards yourself and towards others too. Okay, maybe that's why this card, let go, came out. Okay, it's kind of like a renewal. You're letting go of things. Okay, remember the Judgment card is also the Karma card. So what goes around comes around, good or bad. Okay, it is the card of renewal. Universe. What other messages do you have for Leo? For the month of April 2020. The 7 of Pentacles. So you've planted your seeds and now you're ready to harvest them, right? You've worked hard for a certain amount of years. You've saved your money. You've had compound interest. You have a lot of money now. And you're ready to harvest your money. Okay. What is the next message for Leo for the month of April 2020? And that's for the second week. Judgment was for the first week. So you might get a check in the mail on the second week of April. The Page of Wands. Wands are messenger, okay? So in the third week, expect to get a message about your job. or a message about a job. What is the message for the 4th week of April for Leo? What is the message for the 4th week of April for Leo? The Hierophant. So the the Hierophant is a traditional figure like the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, the Pope, okay? So you're looking for some spiritual growth, okay? And it might be that you're looking for traditional spiritual growth, like going to church or something traditional, not something modern, but a traditional spiritual growth, okay? So let's see what the Judgment card is here. Know that you can even get spiritual growth if you look on YouTube. They have, you could get spiritual growth that way. TV. You don't need to go to church to get traditional spiritual growth. Okay. The 9 of Wands is clarifying the Judgment card. Okay. So the 9 of Wands is when you're persevering, you're pushing forward, okay? You might be pushing forward in your job, okay? Or with a job you have to do, okay? So you're pushing forward. Let's clarify the 9 of Wands for Leo. Let's clarify with the Machete cards. The 9 of Wands for Leo. Let's clarify the 9 of Wands for Leo. We got the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a mature king. He's very fiery. He's very motivated. He's very accomplished when he sets out to do something. So this king is 50 years old or older. Okay. So, and this king is also could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Very determined. He's going to push forward to do whatever it is that he needs to do. That king is you, Leo. So, Leo, you're going to push forward to do whatever you need to do. Let's see what your next message is. And you're going to be successful at it the first week. Because you got the Chariot, which means you had a little bit of adversity probably in the beginning of the week, but you push forward and now you're successful. You're triumphant, okay? The 7 of Pentacles. Let's see why the 7 of Pentacles is here. There's a new love coming into your life. And this love is going to make you happy. So you're not only going to get some kind of money in the second week of April, but you're also going to get a new love coming into your life that's going to make you very happy. You got the Emperor. You got the energy of the Emperor. The energy of the Emperor is a very stable energy, a very efficient energy. He's very organized. He's a leader. He could be very, he leads well, okay? He could be very compassionate, okay? So you got the energy of a leader on the second week of April. A lot of things happening the second week of April for you. Okay. There's gonna be a marriage the second week of April. Oh, and this marriage is with that new love, right? Now I see why the Hierophant came out. Okay. So the Page of Wands is coming to give you a message about work. And it's going to be a nice message, a good message, right? But it seems like you're feeling trapped, okay, right now. Know that you're not trapped. We all feel that way. We all have that sense of isolation. Many of us have to telework, okay? But what this card is telling you is to be very cautious. Just like she would have to be very cautious going through those swords. Even though she's not trapped, there is space in between those swords. But she has to be very cautious in order to get out of there, okay? Her hands are not tied tightly, and she could take off that blindfold. That's the same way you have to be cautious in real life now till this coronavirus thing is over. Washing your hands, having social distance. You know, you could do things outside by yourself. You could ride bike, you could walk, but try to keep that social distance. Also try to do everything you can to avoid that coronavirus, right? The Eight of Swords. Let's clarify that. You got the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is kind of, you got all the successful material success that you need, okay? So you have all the material success that you need. Let's see, let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. You got the Five of Wands to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands is there is some competition around you, okay? Whether it's at work or whether it's at home, there's a competitive energy around you. It could be a fun competitive energy, but it could also be somebody at work trying to compete with you, or somebody in your family trying to compete with you. The ones usually represent work. So there's some kind of competition related to work. Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? The Page of Wands, is coming to bring you a message about work, right? The Page of Wands is a messenger. It's a young energy. It's an energy of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Why is the Page of Wands here? The Page of Cups. Oh, wow. So you're also going to get a love message from the Page of Cups. An emotional message. And that emotional message doesn't have to be a love message. It could be that you get emotional because of a message that they send you from work. Okay? Then you get the devil energy. So there is some kind of manipulation here. And you're manipulating the energies towards the end of the month. Okay? You got some emotional energy coming in. Some Cancer energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You also got your own energy coming in. And the Hierophant. So you're asking the universe to help you with something, but at the same time you seem to be manipulating something, okay? It could also be that you're manipulating these two energies, right? These two young energies that could be, it could be that you have a son or a daughter that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a son or a daughter that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So that could also be. But to me, it seems that you're praying for something. Okay. you're trying to manifest something. Let's put it that way. And so you're manipulating the energies, okay? That's what I see here for some of you. So let's go over this so that we have an understanding of what we have. So this month you're going to be very sensitive, Leo. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. So avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals, okay? You have the Judgment card the first week. So there is some revival, some judgment, okay? You act against yourself, against others. And it is the karma card, so the good that you do to others returns to you, as well as the bad that you do to others returns to you. But it is the Judgment card. It's asking you to release judgment against yourself, judgment against others, let go and let God. You're persevering about something, okay? So you're pushing to finish something, okay? Your energy came out, the King of Wands, and whatever you're pushing to do, some of you, is going to be successful because you got the Chariot. On the second week, you got the Seven of Pentacles. So you're collecting the pentacles from your hard work, okay? You might have received a check in the mail, okay? You're also gonna, some of you are gonna have a new love, okay? You have the energy of the Emperor, okay? So you have the energy of a leader, somebody that's stable, efficient, somebody that is very organized, okay? Who is a leader. And some of you might be getting married. By the third week, some of you might be getting news about your job, okay? By this time, you feel very isolated because of the coronavirus stuff, okay? And you're kind of sick of it. But what this card is indicating is that you're not trapped, okay? There is space in between those swords. You just have to be careful when you go between them. Just like when you're dealing with the coronavirus, you try to do the social isolation. You know, if you go out, you do things alone. Wash your hands a lot. So just have to be careful. Ten of Pentacles, okay, you're materially successful. But there seems to be a lot of competitive energy at work for some of you, or in reference to work, right? By the fourth week, Leo, some of you are looking for a traditional way to get married, right? Others of you are just looking for spiritual growth. The Hierophant represents the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa. It could represent the Pope, okay? A traditional way of getting married, a traditional way of looking at religion, right? Some of you might just want spiritual growth and are looking for it on YouTube, okay? Are looking for it online. Lots of churches are giving their sermons online, okay? But you're looking for some kind of spiritual growth, okay? You got the Page of Wands. To me, this says that you're getting some kind of news from work, okay? And it could be good news, okay? But you also got the Page of Cups, which means this news could have made you emotional, okay? You are manipulating two energies, okay? For others, I feel that this is could be your family. This is a young Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? And this is another young energy, and is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So these could be members of your family that you're trying for them to get into some kind of spiritual growth, and so you're manipulating their energies, right? Okay, if you like this reading, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Subscribing is free. I'm going to get you your Carry Me Crystal card now, Leo. Sapphire. This crystal helps one balance energy. Pocket this when you are off, uneasy, or need straightening out. Okay, so if you want the Carry Me Crystal card, the link is in the bottom of my description. If you want the actual crystal, you could Patreon me on Patreon. The information is in the bottom of the description. And for $1 that you Patreon me on Patreon, you could get a list of all the crystals that are offered that I think are good for you to get, that are offered on Amazon, okay? Because not everything that's offered is good. So the ones that I recommend. And also, since it cost me a lot of effort to do that, besides all the readings, that's why that's why I want to get Patreon before you could get the list, okay? Plus you have a lot of other benefits, like for the $1 tier, you get your reading ahead of time before anybody else, okay? And that kind of stuff. So let's see what your law of attraction card is. I can feel positive while thinking positive. And that is true. Sometimes when you feel sad, all it takes is for you to change that energy towards a different direction. Think of a joke, see a funny movie, right? The longer you stay focused upon what you do not want, the greater and more powerful that thought will become. But if you are sensitive to your emotions and you withdraw your attention from the unwanted very quickly, you will begin to feel better and you will stop the attraction of the unwanted thing, right? Okay, so if you want a private reading, go to energymessagesbymari.com. Okay, the link is in the bottom of my description. Once you get in there, you will see all the readings that I give, okay? And you are able to schedule it yourself. But if you have any problems, or if you would like to schedule a reading through me with PayPal, you can email me at energymessagesbyMari tarot@gmail.com. The link is also in the bottom of my description, and we could work something out. Feel free to do so. Okay, peace, love, and light, Leo, and I will see you next time.